everyone, so that's it. End of part 3 of our rider improvement story, I guess you'd call it, with Kawasaki USA and Jason Pridmore's Star School. So if you've gone over and had a read of some of the two previous articles that we've had on cyclenews.com, we'll link to those in this issue, in this article. But the whole idea of this story was to be able to see if I could set a benchmark time at CVMA round 1, which was a couple of months ago, or a month or so ago, come to Jason Pridmore's Star School, who's Jason Pridmore, as everybody knows, is a multi-time AMA champion and world endurance champion. He's taught a lot of world very fast guys that have gone on to do some amazing things. So go and do the school there, try and learn some new tricks, and then come back here to round 2 and see how I go. Now, I wasn't really worried about the race results as such because, I was more worried about lap times. I find the race results can obviously differ depending. You can have a great result and win, which I did in the first round, but I think I might have got a little lucky in that one. But the best thing is, and which has validated why we've done this story in the first place, is that I actually did go a lot faster when I came back here, even though we were going the opposite direction. So I did a 50.6 when I started in round 1, and then I came back here and went a 48.8. Now I was pretty happy with that. I thought that was a nice, good pace for me. Didn't feel too stressed doing it. But the best thing is most of the things that Jason had tried to drill into my head, they actually did work. Funnily enough, and I'm not just saying that, they really did work. The best thing about all the techniques that he taught me was that I felt safer on the bike. Now, I was going around doing 53s on the Saturday, on the first Saturday of round 1, and I felt like I was going to end up on my head. And I really wasn't very pleased with how I was riding. Now, go to the Star School, simple things. Look where you're going, don't look at your feet. Look where you want to go, not where you are. So things like that. Gear changing as well, as if you saw the Pridmore video, I focused a lot on just getting the gear changes done. Just bang, 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 get them done. And then I'm good, then I can just brake, and that's one thing out of the way. I don't have to do that, don't have to do any more of that. But one thing which I really did notice that helped me a lot was trying to pick the bike up off the corner. And so if you have a look at the Pridmore story, you'll see there's a photo of me from a year ago and at round 1. Now in round 1 I look like I'm sitting on the dirt bike almost, just hardly moving off the thing. So I went too far the opposite direction. Now that I've got, he goes, right, pick the thing up, lean off it a bit more, but go about halfway. Instant, like more traction, more feel, felt great, and the times just dropped. So I mean, I was stoked. I really was stoked, and the amazing thing was that I just felt really good doing it. Didn't feel like I was overstretching myself. Didn't have one moment where I thought I'm going to end up on my head here. Which, look, I'm not a pro racer or anything like that. Like, I like to get out and have a squeeze as much as anybody else, but I've got to go to work on Monday, so I'm happy at that. I was happy at that pace, and that was cool. Another thing which made me feel really good on the bike is Dunlop. Dunlop has helped us out incredibly with this feature. It's an expensive feature to do. We've gone through a lot of tyres, and they have helped us out substantially. I mean, as I was saying before, I didn't have one moment. I didn't get kicked out of the seat once. I didn't have a front end lose once. That's got to come down a lot to how good those tyres are. I mean, I'm sure that if you're going 46s, 45s even around here, you're going to start to notice more than what I'm prepared to push it. But for my riding and my level, I was stoked. I really loved the feel, the feedback these things gave me. Felt safe, felt great, felt really good. So thank you so much, Dunlop, for all that you guys have done. It's thoroughly appreciated. I mean, they're great tyres. Moto America uses them. So many championships around the world use them. So stoked. Yeah, it's been great. I really want to keep racing now, but I'm probably going to have to find a bit more budget, unfortunately. Also, thank you to Kawasaki USA. I mean, they built this bike as a bit of their own project, and I hijacked it. So felt good about that. And I mean, what a weapon! Far out. Like we'll be doing another separate story on that bike too. We really didn't do a lot to it. We put an exhaust on it, a bit of suspension, and some tyres. Really, that was it. And a race ACU, and that was it. Off you go. Felt great. Had a really good time. So yeah. Anyway, ended up with two 2/3 and a second in the feature race today, so yeah, pretty happy with that. And gonna go home now and have a beer because I'm completely exhausted, but having that adrenaline come down as well. So stay tuned for more. We'll have a few more features on this coming up in cyclenews.com. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys. It's been a blast. See you soon.